The African Center of Excellence for Neglected Tropical Diseases and Forensic Biotechnology is one of the World Bank centers in Nigeria that is focusing on health. ABU planned and developed this center with funding from the World Bank grant, with the hope that we'll use the capacity we have built in biotechnology over the years to help solve some problems that are peculiar to Africa, and that is neglected tropical disease. This group of diseases where there is no major international agenda for solving them, and they affect the livelihood and the health of our people, particularly here in developing countries.
We came up with these neglected tropical diseases. There are several of them, but we felt the three pertinent ones: trypanosomiasis, filariasis, and rabies.
Neglected tropical diseases are diseases that affect mostly the rural populace within the nation, and they constitute the largest proportion of our populace.
African trypanosomiasis is a disease of humans and animals. The disease occurs in 37 sub-Saharan African countries. In fact, because of the severe economic losses it causes to the subcontinent, it is referred to as the poverty disease of Africa.
So our focus as a center is how do we address this problem so that the larger populace will be taken care of in terms of their health, in terms of their social impact, and in terms of the economy.
I am working on one of the neglected tropical diseases, which is lymphatic filariasis. This lymphatic filariasis, when it catches a person, some of the signs are in the male, the scrotum becomes enlarged, and in the women or in the ladies, it is the breast that becomes large. And for both male and female, one of the limbs sometimes becomes swollen.
The major vector that carry the organism to humans is mosquito. A mosquito lives essentially where you have bushy environment or stagnant water, flowing water. So that's why it affects mostly the rural dwellers.
I'm trying to investigate the potential immunogenicity of vaccine, third generation vaccine precisely, from a particular gene in Trypanosoma congolensis.
One of the reasons why we're researching into rabies is to be able to understand the pathogenesis, i.e. how the disease develops in the host, to also understand its epidemiology, i.e. its distribution in the major reservoir and major vector, which happens to be dogs.
So what we are trying to do is actually to get information that will tell the public that, look, you have dogs in your house, you're trading them or you're rearing them for pet purpose or possibly to be slaughtered someday. You need to know that they could be apparently looking healthy, but be walking around with the rabies virus. And if you are not careful during the course of maybe trying to play with them or walking around with them, they could be stimulated and maybe beat you. There they spread the disease, because the transmission of the disease, the major part of transmission of the disease is through their saliva.
Basically, I collected blood samples on filter paper from cattle in 2 regions in the Gambia, and then I also collected retrospective data from the ITC, International Trypanosome Center. So basically, we wanted to know what are the species that are prevalent in the Gambia from the retrospective analysis.
And what we are doing now is to really look at what are the issues that affect us and what are the solutions we can provide as researchers.
We are hoping that we will not just be the only center, but we'll be able to provide the manpower that will be able to man similar centers that will spring up in the future.